This video is brought to you by REP Gaming Products. Help protect your deck and support the show by picking up a steel deck box from the link down below. Hello everyone, it's Seth, probably better known as Saffron Olive, and it's time for another edition of Much Abrew About Nothing. So last week, during our instant deck tags, it was Hit Yourself Boros that came out on top pretty easily. So today, we are heading to Modern to see if we can win some games by hitting our Swans and drawing some cards. Really, hitting our Boros Reckoner and dealing some damage, but Swans is part of it too. And as you can see, this is Hit Yourself Boros V2. So, quick story on this deck, then we'll break it down, jump right into the games. Basically, I played a league with the original version of the deck, and I went 2-3, and the deck felt close to being good, but it felt inconsistent. And Modern, in red, has the perfect card for eliminating or reducing inconsistency, and that is Faithless Looting. So pretty much, I cut some of the least performing cards in the deck, or worst performing cards, threw in Faithless Lootings. In specific, Light Up the Stage, got it out of there. Had a lot of Wall of Omens light up the stage draws, which were really sad. So throwing Faithless Looting into the mix to try to fix the inconsistency problem, and gonna run through a league like that and see how much adding Faithless Looting and a couple of other small changes around the edges improves the deck. So a quick reminder before we break down the deck. If you enjoy this deck and you enjoy Much Abrew in general, it would be super cool of you if you could take a second, click that subscribe button down at the bottom of your screen. It's a great way to support the channel and the site for free. So let's talk Hit Yourself Boros, and creature we want to hit number 1, Boros Reckoner. We deal damage to it, we can throw that damage at our opponent's face. Lets us do some cool tricks where we can redirect that damage, deal a ton of damage to our opponent. We also have Swans of Bryn Argoll, which draws cards whenever it's dealt damage. Whoever controls the damage gets to draw the card, so if our opponent bolts it, they draw 3. If we can bolt it, or maybe Blasphemous Act it and deal a ton of damage, we get to draw a ton of cards. So these are our main creatures that we want to deal damage to. As far as dealing damage to these creatures, we got a bunch of different plans. Volcano Helion plus Worship is kind of our combo kill. Volcano Helion can deal a damage of our choosing to a creature, also to us, which means if you have a Boros Reckoner down, Volcano Helion choose like a billion to Boros Reckoner, shoot that at our opponent's face, win the game. The problem is, we would also kill ourselves in the process unless we have Worship down. If we have Worship, the damage from Volcano Helion only puts us to 1, so that's a combo kill, kind of a 3-card combo kill. Can also just draw our entire deck with Swans of Bryn Argoll if we want to. Then we have a bunch of other ways to deal damage. Pyrohemia, good against aggro decks, repeatable damage, keep pinging and hitting our Reckoners or Swans. Blasphemous Act, kind of another combo kill, can be 13 damage if we have our Boros Reckoner out. 13 cards with Swans. Pyroclasm, sweep the board, deal some damage. Hazoret the Fervent is kind of transitioning into part 2 of the deck, which is creatures that survive our removal to hopefully stick on the battlefield, because Pyrohemia and Worship want creatures. So Hazoret, a good threat, indestructible. Auriok Champion, protection from red, means it's not going to die to our Pyrohemias. Our Blasphemous Act sits on the battlefield, supports those cards, gains us some life. Wall of Omens doesn't do anything in specific, but it does churn through our deck and give us a blocker. Faithless Looting, our new addition, hopefully adding consistency to the deck. For removal, outside of our weird sweepers and such, Lightning Bolts, Path to Exiles, and then Chandra Torch of Defiance can damage creatures, also card advantage engine. Rest in Peace in the main deck to deal with all those Phoenix decks and Dredge decks floating around. So many of the best decks in Modern are heavily reliant on their graveyard, so Rest in Peace, kind of a legit main deck option at the moment. Mana base, bunch of fetches, check lands, also some basic lands. As far as the sideboard, Blood Moon for the jank out potential, Leyline of Sanctity to protect us from discarding combos, Stony's Islets for affinity and draw and wear tear, artifacts and enchantments, Grafdigger's Cage, Rest in Peace to deal with graveyard decks, Boil to blow up all the islands, Pithing Needle, kind of a catch-all, Blessed Alliance, a little bit of life gain and removal, and that is Hit Yourself Boros for Modern, and that is our Much Abrew deck for this week. So let's jump into the gameplay, see if this crazy plan of hitting our Swans and drawing some cards can actually work, and how good does Faithless Looting, this upgrade, actually make the deck. Let's give it a shot, see what happens. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy it, and I'll be back in a bit with the wrap up. Alright, Much Brew About Nothing time. We are playing a slightly updated version of Hit Yourself Boros, and Sand looks fine. We don't really have any combo pieces, but we have a decent curve of stuff. Boy, it'd be sweet if we were playing, like, Burn. This deck seems like it just randomly wrecks some decks, thanks to Cards like Auriok Champion in the main deck. Just get them. Alright, opponent. What are you up to? Arid Mesa, go. Chandra's interesting. Some card advantage. Alright, we will pass the turn. Verdant Catacombs. Opponent cracks. Forest. Yeah, Utopia Sprawl. Alright. Well, crack Arid Mesa. Grab a Sacred Foundry. Tapped. Opponent's getting their ramp on. Looks like Ponza. Opponent passes. I'll play a Plains, and let's just Auriok Champion. Pass the turn. Opponent. Alright, land destruction spell, number 1. I'll play a Plains, play Wall of Omens. Draw a card, gain a life. Get in with Champion. We can use Path to Exile on Wall of Omens if we need to get another land. And we might actually need to. Blood Moon. Alright. That's not that bad. We don't have double white at the moment, but we have Blood Moons in our sideboard, so it's not like we can't function under Blood Moon. Boros Reckoner, gain a life. Opponent bolts it. Well, ping you. Down to 12. Combat. Get in with Auriok Champion. There is some risk that our opponent just blows up our plains here, and then we're kind of in rough shape. That's a Stone Rain on our plains. Well, come on, Auriok Champion. Alright, go to combat. Maybe we were too greedy to play that Reckoner. It's possible we should have focused on using Path to get another white source first. Opponent. Passing. Must have a bunch of expensive stuff in hand. Alright, Faithless Looting. Discard Auriok Champion. Discard Path to Exile. We did not hit a land, though. Get in with Auriok Champion. Opponent down to 9. With a bolt in hand that's not that far away from killing our opponent. Opponent. Birds of Paradise. We gain a life. Molten Rain. Well, alright. Bolt a bird. Come on, land. Bolt. Well, go to combat. Get in with Auriok Champion. Opponent. Down to 8. Untaps. Land. Another Blood Moon. Come on, land. Come on, land. Worship. Get in with Auriok Champion. Ugh. If we could draw one more land, I'd feel good about where we're at, but we haven't so far. Opponent. Bloodbraid. Into Arbor Elf. Okay. Well, Lightning Bolt. Well, let's see what our opponent does. See if they attack. I guess they won't because of Wall of Omens. Alright, Bolt Arbor Elf. Land. Rest in peace, can't cast it. Get in with Auriok Champion. Oh my goodness. We just cannot hit a land here. Opponent. We're trying to keep our opponent off Inferno Titan mana. Looks like they drew it though. Opponent. No, no Inferno Titan. There's a land finally. Alright, get in with Auriok Champion. Hit our opponent. Down to 5. Boros Reckoner. Pass the turn. Opponent. Lightning Bolts, Boros Reckoner. Well, we're going to go face this time. Opponent to 2. If we draw land for Chandra, that should be lethal. There's a land. Alright. Whew. Alright, we got there. Chandra, tick it up. Huh. Alright. Well, we fought through a lot of land destruction, and it actually worked. Bad news is, we don't have anything specifically for this matchup. We can play around Blood Moon. I mean, we're a Blood Moon deck, so we're not really concerned about Blood Moon. And Blood Moon looked good enough in that game that our opponent might keep it in, which I hope they do. Yeah. Blessed Alliance, rest in peace, no. Leyline, no. Yeah. The only card I'd even consider is Blessed Alliance. I guess we can, like, go down one Pyrohemia for Blessed Alliance. And, yeah, run it like that. Alright, I guess we keep this. Not great against super fast land destruction, but Blessed Alliance. Well, Arid Mesa, go. Actually, maybe we just looting. Well, we'll see. Opponent cracks. Stomping Grounds. Next turn we're doing nothing, but we want to get a white source. Alright, let's just pass. Pass and wait. 4 is for our opponent. Utopia Sprawl. Well, that can mean land destruction next turn. Alright, untap. Plains. Huh. Yeah, crack this. Grab a Sacred Foundry. untapped. Faithless Looting. Discard Blessed Alliance, Faithless Looting. Play Clifftop. Pass the turn. Alright. What do you got, opponent? Molten Rain. So, land destruction part 1. And a land. Opponent, passing. I'll play the Plains and Auriok Champion. Just getting a creature down is nice, since it means worst case we can Path to Exile it to get a land. And that might be a line we have to consider against Panza. Opponent. Scavenging Ooze. Ew. Well, Ooze can eat our Faithless Lootings, which is annoying. But there's no creatures in the graveyard. We gain a life. Opponent. Passing. I'll play a Plains and... yeah, let's Boros Reckoner. Gain a life. Pass the turn. Yeah, no attacks. Boros Reckoner is at least somewhat annoying for our opponent to deal with. Because if they attack into it, it can kill the Ooze. Opponent, 4 mana, Pia and Karen Nalar. Well, we gain a bunch of life. Opponent, passing. We draw Plains. Interesting. Play a Plains. Swans is super probably not ideal. Alright, let's just pass. Yeah, we're in a weird standoff now. Opponent. If we play Swans, our opponent just gets to draw a bunch of cards by throwing Thopters at them. So we might have to, like, path P and Karen Nalar, and then go with Swans. Down to 18. Stone Rain. Well, float a mana. Alright. Path Champion. We need our lands here. Grab a mountain. Opponent passes. Alright. Well, play Swans. This does allow our opponent to draw cards, but it does theoretically also allow us to draw cards. Land tapped, pass the turn. Because we can Chandra tick down on Swans. Oh my god, they have a bolt in hand. Alright, well that's not ideal. Opponent might get more benefit from the Swans than we do, which is one of the drawbacks of playing Swans fairly. Opponent, Stone Rain, all the land destruction. Arbor Elf, all the mana. Opponent passes. We draw something to damage Swans. Alright, that works. So, play Chandra. Take down on Swans. Draw 4. Opponent, hit another bolt, of course. Well, pass the turn. Yikes. This is not looking ideal. We'll see what happens. Opponent's drawing a lot of cards. Opponent, combat. Attacks. Attacks. Hitting Chandra. Alright, no blocks. We actually want to find, like, a Blasphemous Act. That would be a good one. Or one of, like, our Pyrohemia would be good. Opponent. Tapping, untapping, tapping. Looks like Inferno Titan. Inferno Titan. What does Inferno Titan do? Hits Boros Reckoner. Oh, alright. Well, Boros Reckoner hits Swans. Draw cards. And Birds of Paradise. Oh, man. Come on. I have Lightning Bolt. Well, Lightning Bolt Swans. Faithless Looting. Oh, there's Blasphemous Act. Got him. We got him. Okay. So we will discard... oh boy, we are going to draw many cards. Too many cards, probably. Discard Pyroclasm. Discard Wall of Omens. Play a mountain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, play Boros Reckoner. Blasphemous Act. 13 to our opponent's face. We also draw a ridiculous number of cards. And, pass the turn. Oh, get in with Swans. Opponent down to 1. Huh. Okay. Pass the turn. Discard Faithless Looting. Rest in peace. Land. Swans. Land. Wall of Omens. Wall of Omens. Auriok Champion. Alright. Go ahead, opponent. Oh, that Blasphemous Act was key. Opponent. Scavenging Ooze. Birds of Paradise. Ooze eats. Oh, I think we got it. We can just path the birds and attack. Oh, this works as well. Pyroclasm. Kill the birds. Opponent scoops it up And that was pretty good. We kind of went off with Swans. I mean, I guess we got a little lucky to hit our card draw, but once you get a Swans out, you get to draw a lot of cards. Okay. Hit Yourself Boros. Score one for the good guys. All right, sweet. All right, much brew about nothing time. We are playing some Hit Yourself Boros, and we'll try this. I mean, yeah, this hand's not bad. It doesn't do anything in specific. Hopefully we're against a creature deck. Ugh. All right, basic island. Well, okay. Let's crack-haired Mesa. Grab a plains, and let's just rest in peace. Pass the turn. Well, this will depend on what our opponent's playing. Hopefully it's some sort of like, is it Phoenix deck? Then rest in peace is great. Play a mountain, play Auriok Champion. Pass the turn. Oh, Merfolk Trickster. Alright, well, bolt you. Is this mono blue in modern? Oh my god. Maybe it's a weird Merfolk draw. That's also possible. Island. Alright, definitely Merfolk. Opponent. We gain a life. Bounces Champion. Drawing a land here would be sweet. Chandra. Alright, well. Replay Champion. Pass the turn. Opponent. Island. Goes to combat. Gets in with Harbinger. Sure. We'll take it. Down to 19. Yeah, it just looks like a no... Silvergill reveals Master Waves. Looks like a no Ether Vial Merfolk draw. Yup. Opponent passes. I'll play Flooded Strand. Pyroclasm. Oh, Wizard's Retort. Interesting. Alright. So I guess it's a counters. I don't know what's going on. Is this Wizards? Opponent. Combat. Attacks. Hits us. Sure. Down to 16. Land. Benthic Biomancer. We gain a life. And opponent just passes. Interesting. Alright. Crack Flooded Strand. Grab a Sacred Foundry. Tapped. Untap. I'll pay Sacred Foundry. Untapped. Play Chandra. How do we want to do this? Chandra. Let's tick up. Lightning Bolt. Harbinger. Pass the turn. Now our opponent might not even be able to kill our Chandra this turn, which is nice. Opponent loots. Wow, discards Master of Waves. Interesting. Mutavault. And there's a Lord. We gain a life. And there's another Lord. We gain another life. Well, there's Lords. Opponent, combat. Chandra. Well, yeah, let's trade in Auriok Champion. Keep Chandra. One card in hand for our opponent. Opponent passes. Ugh, another rest in peace. Well, take up Chandra. Nothing. Yikes. Well, play Chandra. Keep the new one. Kill Lord of Atlantis. These main deck Path to Exiles have not been good in this matchup. Or main deck Rest in Pieces. We've hit both of them, and they are not helpful against Merfolk. Mutavault. Opponent. Combat. Chandra. Face. Well, keep Chandra alive. Our hope is to hit a sweeper. So the more cards we can see, the better chance we have of hitting a sweeper. Down to 8. Opponent. Phantasmal Image on Mutavault. Trying to play around the sweepers. Swans isn't super helpful. And Blasphemous Act cannot be cast. And now we're actually just dead. Alright. Well, that didn't go super well. Ugh. Well, we get a Boil, which is kind of hilarious. Maybe Pithing Needle? We gotta go down Rest in Peace. Pithing Needle shuts down Mutavault. Blessed Alliance, I guess, is at least a removal spell, which is something. What else can we cut? Maybe we go down one Faithless Looting. Alright, run it like that. I think that's as good as it gets. Alright, we are on the play, and, well, okay. We've got a curve. It's a little janky, but it is a curve. Sacred Foundry tapped. Pyroclasm could be very good, depending on the scenario. Opponent. There's the Ether Vial. Well, Plains and Auriok Champion. Pass the turn. Vial taken up. Vial makes Pyroclasm a little bit sketchier. Island for our opponent. Silvergill reveals Lord of Atlantis. Well, we get to gain a life. Opponent draws a card. Opponent passing. Another Swans. Arid Mesa, crack it. Grab a Plains. And let's get down Boros Reckoner. Gain a life. Pass the turn. Opponent. Untaps. Vial, taken up. This might have to be our Pyroclasm turn. We'll see what our opponent does. Combat. No attacks. Play Arid Mesa. Crack Arid Mesa. Grab a Mountain. And yeah, let's... Swans. Oh, opponent's got a counter. Boo. Boo and hiss. No attacks. And we actually did want that to resolve. Another Silvergill. Opponent draws a card. Well, opponent's got their card advantage engine running. These wizard retorts have been pretty good for our opponent. I guess a lot of merfolk happen to be... Ooh, okay. Opponent goes attacking. So we just take this. Yup. Opponent passes. Now we get to Pyroclasm. Hit our opponent. Go to combat. Attack. Opponent vials in. Lord of Atlantis. Sure. Wow. Okay. Well, first strike, please. Free kill on Lord of Atlantis. That went well. Arid Mesa, crack it. Grab a Plains. And Wall of Omens. Draw a card, gain a life. Alright, pass the turn. Well, that turn went incredibly well. Boros Reckoner isn't a card people are used to, and the first strike ability is kind of tacked on. Mutavault. Yeah. Ether Vial. Sure. Opponent. Passing. Ooh. Alright, let's Pithing Needle on Ether Vial. Go to combat. Do some attacking. Opponent takes it. Well, run out Swans Part 2. See if our opponent has another counter. Come on. Who resolves? Now if we could draw our damage stuff, we could start drawing lots of cards. Alright, opponent has a Trickster. And we're still over 20, just from this Auriok champion. Yeah, anything that deals damage is super helpful here. Because then we can just draw tons of cards with our Swans. Opponent. Land. 2 cards in hand. There's Master Waves. Alright. Make some dorks. Opponent. No attacks. We draw... Oh, alright. Well, I guess we actually play the land too. Play the land. Worship. Pass the turn. That might be game ending. I'm not sure if our opponent actually has an out to worship in their deck. They probably do in their sideboard, but I'm not sure if they would have brought it in. Opponent. Vials taken up. Uselessly. Combat. Opponent. No attacks. Alright, we draw land. Pass the turn. Opponent. We really just need a way to damage the Swans, and we should be able to close out the game quickly. Even just like a lightning bolt. Or our opponent attacks. Like, if they attack, we get to block with Reckoner and redirect to Swans. Opponent. Passing. Oh. Okay. Let's try that. Let's go to combat. I guess we should have been attacking with Swans earlier. Get in with Swans. Oh, but it can get bounced. That's fine. Get in with Swans. Opponent takes it. Blasphemous Act? Oh, opponent drew a counter. Alright, pass the turn. Opponent staying alive. Opponent untaps. Yeah, attacking with Swans is risky because of like tricksters and annoying bounce merfolk, but it's probably still what we gotta do at this point. That turn we definitely had to get our opponent within lethal range. Mutavault. Opponent. Big attack. We will block trickster, block Mutavault. Redirect to our Swans. Draw a couple cards. Opponent passes. Play Clifftop Retreat. Play Hazaret. Gain a life. We can't really attack with it, though. Are we attacking with Swans? Let's not. Pass the turn. We can just start discarding lands to deal damage. We're so close. Opponent. Taking up their useless Ether Vials. Combat. No attacks. Well, we will discard a land. Hit our opponent. Untap. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. Okay. Volcano Helion? What do you say about this opponent? So, resolves. Damage to Boros Reckoner. Alright, opponent has Trickster. Staying alive, staying alive. Alright, so now we choose 0 damage. Go to combat. Get in with the Swans. Opponent down to 4. Okay, pass the turn. We should be able to just close this out with Hazoret. Opponent taken up, because our opponent definitely is not going to be able to kill us this turn. This went pretty well, actually. Opponent, another Master of Waves. Sure, we gain a bunch of life. Yep. So opponent's got a big board, but can they stop Hazoret? Opponent, combat. Attacks. 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 Well, I mean, block, block, block. Discard our land. Opponent to 2. Untap. Volcano Helion, yes, we can't pay 27. Hazoret, discard. Game. Whew! That went pretty good. That went pretty good. Our opponent drew a bunch of Master Waves, but we managed to put up enough defense that it didn't matter. Their counters are a little obnoxious. I will give them credit for having annoying counter spells, but alright, run it like that. That went pretty well that game. I mean, we have a lot of removal and some sweepers, and also worship, so we have a lot of pieces that seem reasonable in this matchup. Alright, we're on the draw here for game number 3. Alright. We got Faithless Looting and Wall of Omens. And opponent does not have Ether Vial, which is good. Planes go. Well, let's see how this goes. Opponent untaps. Island. And passes. Well, worship is good. Let's just run out Auriok Champion. Opponent getting tricky. Well, pass the turn. We don't really have any removal in this hand, which isn't the most ideal. Island. Opponent goes attacking. We'll take it. Down to 18. And Biomancer. Well, we get to gain back 1. Opponent passes. Yeah, let's Wall of Omens. If our opponent counters, that's fine. No counter. We get to draw a card. Gain a life. Clifftop Retreat. And, yeah, pass the turn. I don't think we want a Faithless Looting yet. Opponent goes looting. Sure. I feel like this is going to be about whether we can resolve a worship. Like, if our opponent just taps that... Wow, discards a Lord! That's surprising. Land. Lord. Combat. Attacks. Well, we will block Benthic Biomancer. Down to 18. Opponent passes. Play a Mountain. Play Auriok Champion Part 2. Gain a life. Play Wall of Omens. Gain a couple life. Draw a card. Pass the turn. Yeah, so now this is about getting in a position where we can get a worship through counter spells. Phantasmal Image. Ugh. Ugh. On Lord of Atlantis. Okay. Yup. Opponent. Well, we get to block Lord of Atlantis and take a bunch. We have not hit any removal. Opponent passes. Oh, Pyrohemia. Huh. Let's Faithless Looting. Discard Hazoret, discard Boros Reckoner. Play a Mountain. Play Chandra. Chandra. Kill Lord of Atlantis. Pass the turn. Opponent untaps. Biomancer. We gain a bit of life. Yup. Combat. I mean, we will keep Chandra alive. Opponent, big attack. Okay, that's fine. I think we're going to untap with Chandra. Everything at Chandra. Well, block, 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 block. Yup. Chandra lives. Opponent passes. So, take up Chandra for mana. Play Pyrohemia. If opponent's got a counter, they have to counter this. This is a repeatable wrath for their board. Deprive. Alright. Well, land, crack it. Grab a plains. And worship. Pass the turn. Alright. Well, can our opponent beat a worship? Loots with Biomancer. Chandra is going to die. Oh, that Pyrohemia would have been insane. Maybe we should have... I wonder if it's better to lead with worship. Opponent. Combat. Everything at Chandra. Yeah, no reason to block. We'll take it. Chandra down. Opponent passes. We draw. Well, alright. Let's Boros Reckoner. Pass the turn. We actually have the combo. Worship, Reckoner, Volcano Helion. Opponent. Master. Combat. Opponent. Thicken. Pass it. Let's see what we draw. Something to bait a counter would be good. Let's Faithless Looting. Discard land, discard land. Pass the turn. Opponent untaps. If we can get our opponent to tap down, This Volcano Helion will win us the game. Wow, full attack. All right. Block, block, block. First strike. Echoing Truth on Boros Reckoner. Okay. Sure. That means Worship lives, though. Opponent passes. Well, play Boros Reckoner. Pass the turn. Opponent. Trickster. Taps Boros Reckoner. Okay. Yeah, let's, get rid of the Lord. Opponent untaps. Combat. Swings. 3 cards in hand. So we get to block. Drop to 12. Ether File. Opponent passes. Sacred Foundry. Well, I guess we're going for it. Volcano Helion. The question is, do we go all the way? Like, we have the combo, but we already saw an Echoing Truth. If our opponent Echoing Truth's Worship in response to the combo, we kill ourselves rather than killing our opponent, which is a concern. That is a realistic concern here. All right, Volcano Helion, Boros Reckoner. Okay. 91. Kill you. It worked? Got them! They didn't have it, and that's the plan. And Hit Yourself Boros is actually working. Yes! 91 damage, Boros Reckoner. Well, I was really worried. The way our opponent kind of threw away that Echoing Truth for seemingly no reason made me really worried they had a second one, but apparently not. Apparently they just wanted to try to attack. That was a weird attack. Well, we'll take it. We'll take it. Sweet. Sweet. All right. Much brew about nothing time. We are playing some Hit Yourself Boros in Modern. And, I mean, we got removal. Kind of slow removal. We can't, That's unfortunate that we can't kill this Noble Hierarch on turn 2. Opponent passes. Okay, planes go. As Clifftop Retreat is kind of mocking us, since it does not kill Noble Hierarch. Seachrome Coast. Opponent, combat. Passes. Well, play Clifftop Retreat. Bolt Noble Hierarch. Opponent Spell Quellers, then we path Spell Queller, etc., etc. Get back Bolt. Bolt Noble Hierarch. Although that gives our opponent a land, so it doesn't do as much as we'd like. There's the Spell Queller. Yup. Resolves. Well, now we path Spell Queller. Get back Bolt. Bolt Noble Hierarch. Pass the turn. Ooh, Inswept Heath. Opponent cracks it. We did kind of ramp our opponent potentially into Collected Company, which is not what we'd like to do. Selfless Spirit, sure. And Supreme Phantom. Alright, opponent passes. We draw Auriok Champion. What's more value? I guess we just Reckoner. Although it's not very good against mono flyers. Pass the turn. Tap land. Even Swans isn't really that good here, because yes, we can block things, but we also let our opponent draw roughly 1 billion cards. Opponent, combat. Attacks. We take 4. Down to 16. Deputy of Detention. Alright. Come on, give us a land deck. Give us a land. More Boros Reckoners. Well, Boros Reckoner Part 2. Pass the turn. Opponent's getting in too much damage for this Volcano Helion combo to work. Sacks Horizon Canopy, draws a card. This deck could probably play Horizon Canopies, actually. That might actually be really helpful in this deck. Any way to sneak in a bit of card advantage seems worth it. Breeding Pool tapped. Opponent, combat. Gets in for 4. Down to 12. Opponent, Ether Vial. 1 card in hand. Come on, deck. Give us a land at least. A red source, preferably. Opponent. Last card, Phantasmal Image. Copying. Deputy. Alright. Opponent passes. Yikes. Wall of Omens, draw a card. Well, pass the turn. I mean, there's some world where this Worship steals us the game. But we're going to need to draw a land pretty quick. And have Worship resolve. Supreme Phantom. Okay, so we have to draw a land this turn. And we at least buy ourselves a bit of time. Down to 6. Alright, there's a land. Well, step 1, play Worship. Our opponent does have outs, thanks to these Deputy of Detentions. They will kill us eventually. Opponent. Vial. Phantasmal Image on Deputy Detention does it. Gets in. Yup. Down to 1. Sure. Opponent. Land. Passes. Okay, well, I mean, I guess we just play Boros. I mean, this gives us a shot. Boros Reckoner. Opponent has 1 turn to top deck. Something. Or this Volcano Helion combo is going to take down this win. Opponent cracks Flooded Strand. 1 turn. 1 turn. Whiff 1 time. Land. Random Spirit. Any of that stuff's fine. Nothing that gets rid of Worship or Boros Reckoner. Or a Spell Queller. Opponent. Vial 2. Combat. Passes. Well, we're going to go for it. Volcano Helion. Did you draw something? It's a combo. Is this combo? Okay. Target Boros Reckoner. Alright. 110. Got him. Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. That was looking pretty bad. And then all of a sudden, hello combo. Goodbye spirits. Okay. Against this deck, Blood Moon can be effective. The problem is, so Rest in Peace is dead. Blood Moon can be effective if they don't have Ether Vial. If they do have Ether Vial, it's not nearly as good. Boil offers some interesting possibilities. I guess we could try to fight. Boy. We don't have much. Most of the stuff for this matchup is in our main deck, our removal and whatnot. Well, Boil in. We can bring in Blood Moon and hope that they don't draw Ether Vial. We can bring in Blood Moons and also try to bring in ways to fight Ether Vial. The problem is the ways that fight Ether Vial, Pithing Needle and Wear Tear, don't do anything against the rest of our opponent's deck. They're like literally dead unless they're shutting down Ether Vial. And shutting down Ether Vial isn't game ending. It's just like helpful. We have to bring in one of something. So we're bringing in at least 1 Blood Moon. All right. I mean, yeah, let's do it. Let's just run it like that. We're up a game, which is nice. We only need to get lucky once. All right. Sure. Got the combo. No worship, but this hand looks functional. Functional enough. Ooh, and opponent's mulliganing. All right. All right, opponent. Show us what you got. We would like to draw lands, although Wall of Omen hopefully helps. Opponent, Mausoleum Wanderer. And passes. Well, Arid Mesa. Crack. Arid Mesa. Sacred Foundry. Untapped. Down to 17. Bolt. Mausoleum Wanderer. Pass the turn. They have so much disruption, it feels better just to do it and get it done with. Opponent. Thinking. Passing. Well, Marsh Flats. Crack it. Grab a Plains. And let's run out Auriok Champion. Not insane in this matchup, but it's, gains us some incidental life. Maybe buys us some time. Pass the turn. Opponent. This Boil's not looking... the Boil we sided in isn't looking exciting here. Now let's just Wall of Omens. If something's going to eat a Spell Queller, I'm pretty fine with it being Wall of Omens. Alright, there's a Spell Queller. Sure. We gain a life. Sacred Foundry tapped. Pass the turn. Opponent. Targeted removal would be fine. Supreme Phantom. We gain a life. Yup. Up to 18. Opponent. Combat. Gets in. Sure. Down to 15. Opponent passes. There's that Boil. Well, play a Mountain. Play Volcano Helion. Kill Spell Queller. Gain a life. Yeah, we'll just deal 4 to Spell Queller. I guess it's not the absolute worst as a removal spell. It is going to go away next turn, so it's just like a 4 mana Dismember, I guess. Oh, alright. Opponent passed the Spell Queller. Well, that means they must have Collected Company in hand. This means we don't have to spend life, though, which is nice. We get back Wall of Omens, cast it. Gain a life. Draw a card. Lightning Bolt's a good one. Well, pass the turn. I mean, opponent's only got 2 cards in hand. Even if one is Collected Company, land. One is definitely Collected Company. Opponent gets in, we take it. Yup. Down to 16. Opponent passes. Volcano Helion does itself in. Play a Boros Reckoner. Opponent goes with Collected Company. Alright, let's see what they hit. Whiff. Ugh. Supreme Phantom, Selfless Spirit. Well, now I kind of wish we had killed the Supreme Phantom. Well, Get rid of Selfless Spirit. Play Flooded Strand. Pass the turn. Yeah, maybe we should have just killed Supreme Phantom. But then they could hit. Yeah, I guess we maybe should have. Opponent. Untaps. More Supreme Phantoms. That is a big board of Supreme Phantoms. We're going to need to draw and resolve Blasphemous Act and do it pretty quick. Crack Flooded Strand. Get a Plains. Opponent hits us. Yeah, down to 13. Passes. Well, go to combat. Get in with Boros Reckoner. Opponent takes it. Play Boros Reckoner. We're actually dead to pretty much anything. Gain a life to 14. Sacred Foundry tapped. Pass the turn. Opponent untaps. Combat. Gets in. Well, come on, Blasphemous Act. That is a card. That is a card we need. Down to 5. Opponent passes. Looting. Well, cast a looting. Discard, discard. Flashback looting. Discard, discard. Go to combat. Attack. Hit our opponent. Down to 9. Pass the turn. Path of Phantom? Okay. We're not technically dead on board. Opponent. Okay. Now we're dead on board. Yup. Well. Couldn't quite hit it in time. I think we're going to go down this Boil, which seemed really bad, and go up the Blood Moons, I guess. Going down one Wall of Omens. Alright. Run it like that. Boil, they just had so many non-island duels that it didn't actually seem... Maybe it was just the hand they had, but it didn't actually seem like it did much. Alright, we get to play first. Well, okay, we got a Blasphemous Act. That is kind of our get-out-of-jail-free card, potentially. Sacred Foundry tapped. Pass the turn. Opponent. Forest. And the Noblest of Hierarchs. Yup. Now, play a Plains and Champion. Pass the turn. Opponent. Plains. And Ether Vial. Alright. Well, opponent's hand seems pretty good against Blood Moon. Worship and Blasphemous Act are good, though. Opponent. Getting in for 1. We'll take it. Yeah. Down to 19. Play Wall of Omens. Draw a card. Gain a life. Ooh, Pyrohemia. Alright. Flooded Strand, go. Well, we have a... a big pile of must-deal-with threats. I guess we get in with Auric Champion. Blasphemous Act, Pyrohemia, and Worship are all really decent here. Opponent. Vial. Taken up. And Horizon Canopy. Opponent. Combat. Passing. Well, crack Flooded Strand. Take a Sacred Foundry. Untap. Blood Moon. Not looking exciting at the moment. So let's just Swans. Opponent. Alright. There's Collected Company. What do they hit? That's the question. Spell Queller, Selfless Spirit. Ugh. Alright. Less than ideal, less than ideal. Well, we gain a couple life, but opponent has a Selfless Spirit, which is really good against Blasphemous Act. Opponent. Breeding Pool, tapped. Combat. Gets in for 3. Well, we're gonna take it. Down to 18. Thalia. Oh, come on, land. Looting. Well, that's Faithless Looting. Oh, God. Discard Swans. Discard Reckoner. Oh, that Thalia is a blowout. Pass the turn. Ugh. That was so bad. Opponent. Taking up Vial. Oh, Pyrohemia would be so nice. Combat. Attacks. Attacks. Hits us for 4. Hits us for 3. Okay. Down to 16. Land. Opponent passes. Well, there's a land. Play Pyrohemia. See if our opponent has an answer. Cracks. Hollowed Fountain. Tapped. Cracks Horizon Canopy. That feels desperate. Alright, resolves. Well, let's see if we get to untap with it. Pass the turn. Vials in. Supreme Phantom. Alright, that does make things worse. Ether Vial taken up. Temple Garden. Tapped. 2 cards in hand. What are they? What are they? Opponent. Combat. Attacks. Attacks. Hits us for 6. Okay. Down to 11. Opponent passes. We draw Plains. So I think we... Pyrohemia. Opponent floats a mana. Pyrohemia. Opponent sacks Selfless Spirit. Yep. Go to our second main phase. No attacks. Play the plains. Worship. Oh, they have another company. This could be deadly. Captain. And what's the last card? Deputy of Detention. But the worship is on the stack. Gets rid of Pyrohemia. All right. Well, we'll see. We got to worship. Pass the turn. We're at 11. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh my goodness, this is close. Opponent. Combat. Attacks. Hits us down to 2. Passes. Well, step 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Step 1, Blood Moon. See if this draws anything out. Step 2, Blasphemous Act. Is this working? Oh, what do you got, opponent? It gets around Spell Queller. Oh, it worked. All right, we get back Swans. Gain a life. Arid Mesa. Pass the turn. Okay. And now we get to start drawing cards with Swans, too. Opponent untaps. Yup. Takes up Vial. And passes. Well, I mean, ping with Pyrohemia. Draw a card. How worried are we about Deputy? Well, let's play Volcano Helion. Gain a life. Target Swans. Opponent. Okay, Paths Swans. So in response, will Pyrohemia. Draw a card. Swans will take a mountain. Play Clifftop Retreat. Boros Reckoner. Go up to 3. Pass the turn. No attacks. Opponent. Vials in. Drog Skull Captain. Okay. Well, as long as Worship is around, that doesn't kill us. 1 card in hand. Opponent needs to draw Deputy Detention. Or some other sideboard card to get out from under this. Opponent. Combat. Attacks. Yup. Down to 2. Passes. Well, we will pay 2 for Volcano Helion. Go to combat. Swing. Opponent takes it. Play Auriok Champion. Pyrohemia. Ping our opponent. Pyrohemia. Opponent Vials. In response, Pyrohemia. Ping our opponent. 1 life. Dead. Did we get there? Oh, we got the GGs. Coming through. Hit Yourself Boros. Up to 3-0. The kids are eating, and that was pretty impressive. The deck looks janky, but kind of working. Sweet. Somehow. Sweet. All right. Much brew about nothing time. We are playing some Hit Yourself Boros, and I mean, we got a curve of stuff. It seems reasonable. All right. Plains, go. Hopefully we get this Chandra down on time. Really depends on the matchup. Against an unfair deck, this hand doesn't seem great. Against a City of Brass. Okay. That could be many things. Let's Clifftop Retreat and Auriok Champion. Could be like Ad Nauseam. Maybe Dredge, possibly. Opponent untaps. All right. Looks like Ad Nauseam, I would assume. Opponent passes. Well, play a Plains. Get in with Champion. Hit our opponent. And Reckoner. Gain a life. We do not have a whole lot that interacts with Ad Nauseam before sideboarding. Land. There's the Unlife. Yup. Sure. Opponent passing. Well, Arid Mesa. Crack it. Grab a Mountain. And we're just going to Chandra. Play Chandra. Take up Chandra. Ugh. Alright. Hit our opponent. Go attacking. Down to 12. This is just, it's basically a race. Can we somehow kill our opponent through Unlife before they combo off? There's a Lotus Bloom and a Temple. If they got Ad Nauseam, they win next turn. Scries to the bottom. Runs out a Lab Maniac. Okay. Opponent passing. We draw Auriok Champion. Huh. Well, play Marsh Flats. Crack Marsh Flats. Grab a Plains. Play Auriok Champion. Play Boros Reckoner. Gain some life. Chandra away Lab Maniac. Go attacking. Hit our opponent to 7. Pass the turn. Lotus Bloom ticking down. Well, let's see if they have Ad Nauseam. If they do, we're dead. Not this turn. Alright. Oh, this is going to be close. Opponent. Top bottom. Plays a land. Passes. We draw. Clifftop Retreat. Well, go to combat. Attack. Opponent to -1. Take up Chandra. Wall of Omens. Draw a card. Gain some life. Alright. Pass the turn. See if they can kill us. Lotus Bloom coming down next turn. Yeah, there's Ad Nauseam. Opponent doing their thing, drawing their deck. Oh man, is there any way this can work? Probably not. Where's... Oh, they must have... Wait, where's the finisher? It was already in their hand, must be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Is there any way we can do this by discarding lands? That's the question. We're going to try. We're not just going to scoop. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Yeah, they should have enough lands that this will still work. Discard a land? Oh. We did that very wrong. We needed to let all these Lightning Storm triggers resolve first. I don't think it matters. They have enough lands that they would still beat us, but we definitely did that very wrong. I don't know if I've ever actually tried to redirect a Lightning Storm before. Alright, so... discard a land? Yeah, we definitely punted there. But it's not a punt that actually changes things. Opponent. Yeah, alright. They had enough lands that it didn't matter anyway. We can bring in Wear Tear. I guess we can bring in Blood Moon Stony Silence and maybe Ley Lines. Go down Rest in Peace. This is not a great matchup for us, though. Go down Path to Exile, go down Lightning Bolt, and go down probably one Pyrohemia. Man, run it like that. That's what we got. Stony Silence plus Blood Moon can be very good. Oh, alright. Well, this is the all-sideboard card, and this is what we were looking for. Alright, Plains go. Wow, we drew 3 sideboard cards. Alright, opponent. We would like a land. Opponent. Thinking it over. Seagram Coast. And Sleight of Hand. Yup. Opponent. Exiles Lotus Bloom. Well, alright. We do have Stony Silence for that. Opponent passes. Clifftop Retreat. Run out Stony Silence. Pass the turn. Opponent. Taking down Lotus Bloom. Not as scary with the Stony Silence out. Thankfully. Man, if we just draw a land for Blood Moon too, this is so good. City of Brass. Pentad Prison. Oh, come on, land. Come on, land for Blood Moon. To make our opponent just literally unable to do anything. Opponent passing. Looting. Well, let's Wall of Omens. Draw a card. Hopefully a land. Alright, there's a land. Pass the turn. Well, we'll see. Lotus Bloom taken down. Temple. Opponent. Passing. Well, yeah, I mean, we gotta go for it. Blood Moon. Resolves. Alright. Well, now we're in pretty good shape. Our opponent can't use their artifact mana, and they can't use their land mana. Which means our opponent just can't really cast anything at the moment. Opponent. Passing. Well, now the goal is to kill our opponent as quickly as possible. Let's play Boros Reckoner. Pass the turn. I mean, in theory, we can just Volcano Helion combo. Opponent. Lotus Bloom suspended. Yeah, this is a pretty decent hard lock against Ad Nauseam. Opponent. Passing. Land. Give us a land. Chandra. Well, let's Faithless Looting. See if we can find a land. There's a land. Discard Auriok Champions. Play a land. Yeah, let's just... yeah, let's Wall of Omens. Draw a card. Pass the turn. Actually, get in with Boros Reckoner. Then pass the turn. Well, in theory, this Volcano Helion just finishes it off next turn. Opponent. Untaps. Bloom. Taken down. More mountains. Opponent. Passes. Well, yeah, we're going for it. Actually, we should attack first. Go to combat. Get in with Reckoner. Hit our opponent. Now we Volcano Helion. Target Reckoner. 13. And I guess that's how we beat Ad Nauseam. can't Angel's Grace, and that does it. Whew. All right. Well, that is the way we can win. Stony Silence plus Blood Moon. That's where we need to be. All right. Opponents on the play. Oh, man, we have Pyroclasm in our deck still. Ugh, that's not good. All right. Go down Pyroclasm, go up Lightning Bolt, which at least does something. We have a lot of dead cards in this matchup. Opponent. Well, okay. This is a decent but answerable hand for our opponent. City of Brass. Lotus Bloom. Passes. Stony Silence helps. Marsh Flats, go. I'm sure our opponent has Artifact Enchantment Destruction, though. Because enchantments are common ways to hate on our opponent's deck. That's why we also want the Blood Moon to go with it. Certain Visions. 2 to the top. Well, crack Marsh Flats. Grab a Plains. Opponent passing. Ooh, miss land drop. I'll play Clifftop Retreat. Run out Stony Silence. Pass the turn. Well, come on, Blood Moon, to assemble the same lock as last game. Opponent. Tap land. Scries. Oh, Blood Moon off the top. Come on, deck. Blood Moon off the top. To the bottom. Interesting. And passes. Auriok Champion. Well, play Auriok Champion. Arid Mesa. You. We'll see. Opponent. Lotus Bloom. So far stopped by Stony Silence. Opponent. Simian Spirit Guide. And what? Phyrexian Unlife. Sure. Oh, we'd still love a Blood Moon. Crack Arid Mesa. Get a Plains. Opponent. Passing. Blood Moon. Blood Moon. That's Blood Moon. Alright. Blood Moon you? Wow. Wait. Oh, okay. They have the... So they Pact of Negation, then they can Angel's Grace to not die. Wow, we almost had him. Sacred Foundry tap, pass the turn. Opponent. There's the Angel's Grace. Opponent stays alive. Finds a land. Well, come on, more Blood Moons. More Blood Moons would be good. To the top. Interesting. Opponent passes. Lightning Bolt. Well, play Auriok Champion. Gain a life. Arid Mesa. Go attacking. Our clock is just so slow. Without that Blood Moon for protection, I'm a little scared. Opponent. Gemstone Bind. Passing. Well, crack Arid Mesa. Grab a Plains. Untap. There's a Reckoner. Well, go to combat. Attack. Play Boros Reckoner. Actually, I think we gotta play Worship. Play Worship. Pass the turn. Tap land. Opponent. Oh, did they find it? Lab Maniac. Alright, that's fine. Gain some life. Bolt Lab Maniac. Untap. We draw Chandra. Oh, pay Chandra. Take it up for mana. Play Boros Reckoner. Gain some life. I wouldn't be surprised if we were dead this turn, though. Go attacking. Opponent down to 12, but not really because of Unlife. Pass the turn. Do they have Ad Nauseam? If they have Ad Nauseam, they probably can beat us with the cards they draw off of it, even with multiple layers of protection. Because they often, unless it's changed, they often play Patrician Scorn to blow up all enchantments. Although, they need to cast another white spell for it to work, so maybe we're alive? Opponent passing. We draw. Leyline. Well, go to combat. Attack. Hit our opponent. Down to 7. Take up Chandra. Down to 5. Pass the turn. Do they have it? Alright. End step Ad Nauseam. Let's see if they have the combination of stuff to win the game. If we could have got down that Blood Moon. Opponent. Stuff, stuff, stuff. Okay. Stuff. Stuff. Haven't seen it yet. Is it in their deck? 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Well. Okay. Well, let's see what happens. Is all they have a single Echoing Truth? Oh no. Does this work? So they can Supreme Verdict, Echoing Truth, Lightning Storm. I think this does work. The combination of Supreme Verdict and Echoing Truth, I believe, gives our opponent exactly enough mana. Because Supreme Verdict turns off Worship. Yup. And then Echoing Truth takes care of Ley Line. And then Spirit Guide, Spirit Guide, Spirit Guide, Lightning Storm. Wow. Oh, yep. All right. And that does it. Well, I guess you can't win them all. The combo matchups are our hardest matchups. And ad nauseum, they had the answers. It wasn't the answers we thought, but they did have them. That turn where they had Pact of Negation and Angel's Grace, that won our opponent the game. If that Blood Moon had came down, game over. But our opponent had the 2-card combo in hand, and yeah, I mean, sometimes they have it. Well, guess the 5-0 Dream's dead, but 4-1 Dream, still going. All right, much Abrew about nothing time. We are playing some Hit Yourself Boros, and we got our combo-ish. Opponent, Blackleaf Glyphs, and, is this Hollow one? Are we getting Burning and Creed? All right, opponent, just gonna pass. Well, Arid Mesa, go. Opponent, oh, it's Living End. Okay. I don't know how this goes. We do have the main deck. We do have main deck Rest in Peace that we could draw. That would be helpful. A very funny way to play this would be to... Oh, Grizzlebrand. Oh, dear. Dear me. Well, we could draw our own Faithless Looting. That would be sweet. Sacred Foundry tapped. Untap. Auriok Champion. We could try to discard our own stuff to hand size. That doesn't feel like a great plan. All right, play a Plains. Play Auriok Champion. Pass the turn. Our own Faithless Looting would be nice, because then we could discard Reckoner, Volcano Helion, Scryland. It does look like this deck probably only has Electro Dominance. Oh, they have it? Oh, boy. All right. Oh. All right. Haha, gain a life. So they have Goryo's Vengeance, yeah. We just need Graveyard Hate. Opponent draws 7. Well, good old turn 2 kill. Modern style. Alright, I guess it's turn 3 because they missed a land drop. Opponent gets in, hits us, back up to 20. Can draw a ton more cards. So I think we basically have to draw Rest in Peace this turn. And then we might have a shot. Might. Yeah, draws a ton of cards, sets things up for next turn. Well, come on, Rest in Peace. Or Faithless Looting for Rest in Peace. Opponent, gotta discard. Oh my god, Jin Gitaxias. Monstrous Carabid. Well, we have to assume that they have Electro Dominance Living End for next turn. Because they just drew half their deck. Well, we'll see. Now, they're discarding Living Ends. That's how set up our opponent is at the moment. Well, we have 2 Rest in Pieces. Either one gives us a chance of winning. Mausoleum Secret. Definitely a spicy take on Living End. That's for sure. Goryo's Vengeance, Jin Gitaxias Living End. Sweet to see someone else playing Goryo's Vengeance. Or Jin Gitaxias, rather. Not Goryo's Vengeance. We draw nothing. Alright, well, I mean, sure. We'll play a Boros Reckoner. There's almost 0 chance our opponent doesn't have it. And once they have it, there's 0 chance we can win, but we'll make them show it. You never know. Maybe, with them discarding, there's no way. There's no way they don't have Electro Dominance and another Living End. It's got to be a 0%er opponent. Yep, Electro Dominance. Well, I mean, we'll make them cast Living End. Yeah, all right. And now we'll scoop it up. Well, that was pretty fast. So Rest in Peace in. Grafdigger's Cage is in. Pithing Needle in. Go down. Pyrohemia seems pretty dead. Go down a Lightning Bolt, and actually Pyroclasm seems really bad. Maybe we'll keep Lightning Bolt. Actually, let's bring the Blessed Alliance. Technically that can get a Grizzlebrand, but really, when it comes right down to it, this is us mulliganing for Graveyard Hate. I think that's where we're at. We need Grafdigger's Cage or Rest in Peace. The good news is both of those cards are insanely good against our opponent's deck. Yeah, this hand only has Blessed Alliance as a relevant card, so we're gonna mulligan. Okay. I guess we keep this because of Faithless Looting, and that's a Grafdigger's Cage. A little awkward, but alright. Arid Mesa, go. We can't crack it, because then we shuffle away the Grafdigger's Cage. Opponent untaps Blackleaf Cliffs. And passes. Well, crack this. How greedy are we? Faithless Looting for a land would be excellent. Alright, we're not going to be greedy. Grafdigger's Cage, go. We only have 21 lands left in our deck, because we're a 22 land deck, so there is a chance that we just whiff. Opponent cycles. Well, now our opponent has to find an answer to Grafdigger's Cage before they kill us. And we can Faithless Looting some creatures in the graveyard. Swamp for our opponent. And Cathartic Reunion. Yep. Faithless Looting, Cathartic Reunion discarded. Wow. Alright. Opponent passes. Well, let's Faithless Looting. Wow, we would have whiffed on lands too. Discard Swans, Auriok Champion. Pass the turn. Well, good thing we didn't take the greedy line, because we would have whiffed. Opponent Blackleaf Cliffs. Insolent Neonate. And passes. Alright, we draw a land. Well, in that case, let's play Marsh Flats, crack Marsh Flats, take a Plains, and let's just Wall of Omens, draw a card. Pass the turn. We would like to get this Worship down eventually. That is another good piece of protection. Opponent, combat. Gets it. Yeah. Can't stop the menace. Down to 15. Alright, Grafdigger's Cage. Keep us safe. Blood Crypt. I mean, I guess eventually our opponent can just start hard casting stuff. Suspends Living End. Alright, well, that's Faithless Looting. Discard Swans and Boros Reckoner. Play Clifftop Retreat. Wall of Omens. Draw a card. Pass the turn. Living End. Taken down. Bloodstained Mire. Opponent cracks. Well, here comes the casting stuff part. Oh, goodness. They have Through the Breach. Alright. Through the Breach, Grizzlebrand. Oh, goodness. Okay. Opponent gets in, gets to draw a million cards. That's unfortunate. Ugh. Wow. Well, this is quite the cheaty deck. Through the Breach, Goryo's Vengeance, Living End Electrodominance. This deck is very committed to cheating Grizzlebrand into play. Opponent draws up to 16. The problem with this is, this increases our opponent's odds greatly of having an answer to Grafdigger's Cage, and also having, like, graveyard hate to deal with our graveyard, which would then mean, even if we get down this Worship, it's not gonna do it. Yeah, opponent discards a ton of stuff. Yep. Opponent discards. Living End is 2 turns away. What do we draw? Reckoner. What do we do here? Let's Faithless Looting. Discard a land. Discard Boros Reckoner. Sacred Foundry tapped. Pass the turn. So this gives us protection from Grizzlebrand. Living End taken down. Bloodstained Mire. Opponent passing. Alright, play Grafdigger's Cage. Pass the turn. This Living End is going to wrath our board, though. I think we're actually still losing this game. Opponent cycles. And the problem with Worship here is Living End's going to get rid of our board, which means Worship doesn't do anything at the moment. Living End comes down. Wraths our board. Yep. Wait. That's... Oh. Okay. Huh. Grafdigger's Cage doesn't actually do anything against Living End, does it? Well, we get to gain a bunch of life. That's a thing. Opponent. Oh, boy. I'm going to take some criticism for this one. Although, oddly, Blasphemous Act has potential here. Opponent Sacks Neonate, draws a card. And Anger of the Gods. That's not the most ideal. Okay. This puts our opponent to 3. And they get to draw 1,000,000 cards. Alright. Well, shoot. Our opponent. Shoot our opponent. Opponent draws a ton more cards. And... Okay. Through the breach. Hasty Grizzlebrand. That's okay. Yup. Opponent. Combat. Attacks. Well, I mean, Path Grizzlebrand. And Swans win? Do we just bring in Grafdigger's Cage that do nothing? Have our... Okay, well, apparently just reanimating a bunch of... Our opponent drew their entire deck almost, and pulled off their combo, because we sided in Grafdigger's Cages that don't do much, and our Swans were good enough to take it down. Okay. Well, that was interesting. I mean, I guess our Grafdigger's Cages do stop the Goryo's Vengeance kill, so I think we still should have them in. They just don't actually stop the Living End combo, because the creatures don't go to the battlefield. They go to exile, and then to the battlefield, so that extra step sort of saves them. Alright, I mean, I guess we keep it the same, hope for the best. It worked that time somehow. Sweet. Opponent's on the play, which is... Double Rest in Peace. No land. Gotta ship it. Oh no! No land again! Alright. Well, let's rest in peace. We'll see. Is it fast enough? That's the question. Opponent's deck is scarily fast. Bloodstained Mire cracks it. Blood Crypt. And Neonate. Well, play Flooded Strand, pass the turn. See if we are dead here on turn 2. If not, Rest in Peace is good. Opponent. It would be nice if they needed one more turn of setup. Land. I mean, Grizzlebrand Goryo's Vengeance is bad. Faithless Looting. Well, add Simian Spirit Guide to the mix, and we could still be dead here. Opponent's thinking. On the other hand, if they can't kill us here, and we resolve Rest in Peace, then things look pretty reasonable. Even on a mold of 5. Opponent. The fact that they're thinking so hard makes me feel a little better. Like, maybe they just don't have the obvious, like, Spirit Guide, Grizzlebrand, Goryo's Vengeance. Okay. Goryo's Vengeance, Emrakul. Well, yeah, I mean, that's a turn 2. Opponent gets in. We sack Flooded Strand. Drop to 4. Emrakul shuffles in. We untap. Sacred Foundry tapped. Pass the turn. Well, now the question is, can we avoid dying to Insolent Neonate now that we got turn 2 Emrakul? Opponent, combat. Getting in. Down to 3. Lightning Bolt range, if our opponent has such a thing. Passes. Let's Faithless Looting. Discard Chandra Volcano Helion. Play a Plains. Pass the turn. Oh dear. Not feeling good. Opponent. Untaps. Combat. Down to 2. Yeah, sure. Land. Passes. Arid Mesa. Well, we will Faithless Looting. Discard land. Discard Rest in Peace. Play a Plains. Auriok Champion. Losing the Rest in Peace is pretty painful, but we have to make sure we can worship this turn, or we're just dead immediately. Opponent, combat. Hits us to 1. Yeah. And worship. Maybe? Passes. Oh, we would have drawn a land. Well, we couldn't take that chance. Play a mountain. Play worship. Go to combat. I guess we attack? Watch this go wrong somehow. Like, Insolent Neonate, discard big thing. Reanimate big thing. Eat your Auriok champion. Worship's turned off, you lose. Well, now we want to find Graveyard Hate again. Opponent untaps. Scryland. Yep, opponent passing. Okay. We draw Boros Reckoner. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Play Boros Reckoner. Gain a life. Play the land. Pass the turn. Yeah, we're not going to attack with that. So this gives us exactly enough permanence that we can sack everything but Auriok Champion Worship to Emrakul. Opponent untaps. Yup. Sacks Neonate, discards Ingot Chewer. Plays another Neonate. Gain a life. Opponent. Passing. Okay, we draw. Wall of Omens. Well, play Wall of Omens, draw a card. Gain a life. Another permanent on the battlefield. Faithless Looting. Discard Wall of Omens and land. Pass the turn. We're fully on the hide behind the worship plan. Opponent's thinking. Uh-oh. They have something. I'll go to combat. Attack with Reckoner. Opponent blocks. And sacks. Yup. Discards Ravenous Trap. Okay. Well, pass the turn. Opponent untaps. Faithless Looting. Is this the card that kills us? Opponent's thinking, boy, this has been a crazy game. Grizzlebrand through the breach discarded. Plays a tap land. Opponent passes. We draw. Blasphemous Act. Well, go to combat. Attack. We're actually 1 mana short from casting Blasphemous Act, I think. Opponent takes it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, that's Faithless Looting. Discard Chandra. Discard Marsh Flats. Pass the turn. Opponent. Mausoleum Secrets. Tutors up. Living End. Okay. Untaps. Faithless Looting. If they can Wrath our Graveyard and Living End, that's really bad. Emrakul. In response, Living End. Lector Dominance, yup. There's the Living End. Things trade places. Volcano Helion, I guess, kills Emrakul. We draw a card. Boros Reckoner. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think this means we have to not kill Emrakul. Nothing has haste. Opponent's tapped out. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Actually, I think we can kill it. 1, 2, 3. No, because they can. Okay, 0 damage. Because they can sack the Insolent Neonates, which might actually be able to beat us. Oh, this isn't going to work, is it? Opponent plays a land. Temple of Matlas. Well, we'll see. Volcano Helion dies. Play Clifftop Retreat. Play Boros Reckoner. Blasphemous Act. And that is the 4-1 with Hit Yourself Boros. Opponent could have sacked Neonates if they saw this coming. Wow, we got him. Yeah, to your face. That's 13. You're at 12. And good game, Living End. And that was a surprisingly effective performance from the deck. And that means we get to crack some chests. We have 4 chests to open. All right. I was not expecting this deck to post a winning record. All right, let's crack some chests. Number 1. We get... Ooh, Dark Prophecy, Wind Briskites. Good card for tokens, some play points. Dark Prophecy, I don't know if anyone's ever played that. I don't even remember seeing play in Standard, really. Next up, we get Olivia Mobilized for War. Card was hyped when it was spoiled, then it did nothing. Sunbringer's Touch, play points. Well, so far, not much. Few play points. Heaven Earth, Tel'Aris Paladin. It's a fine ally. Well, 1 more to go. 1 last chance for a complete set or something sweet. Come on. treasure chests, or Waker of the Wilds, Harbinger of the Hunt, in 5 play points. Well, I mean, we finished with a winning record. That's the most important thing. And the deck was was way better than I would have imagined. It's pretty amazing what throwing a playset of Faithless Looting into a deck can do. Sweet. Well, we'll talk about it in the wrap-up. Be right back. So what do we learn this week about Hit Yourself Boros? And our league, version 2, went pretty well. We ended up going 4-1 with our deck, only losing a really close 3-game match to Ad Nauseam, where, honestly, our opponent needed Pact of Negation plus Angel's Grace in hand to survive a Blood Moon, or we would have won that match as well, and went to 5-0. So, the deck, it looks janky, it is kind of janky, but it kind of actually worked. We took down a crazy Living End build, we took down Bat Spirits, Merfolk, Panza, so we beat a lot of known modern decks. It's not like we just played all jank, and we were able to take down all of them except the combo deck, and I have to say, Faithless Looting, it is a really big deal, and it did feel light and day, like we flipped the on switch for the deck once we had Faithless Looting. Just the ability to get rid of extra lands, or dig 4 lands when we need them, or dig for our combo pieces. The combo of Volcano Helion and Boros Reckoner was way more effective than I would have imagined. We actually killed several people with that combo, and played some really crazy games with the deck. So, yeah, I'm still not 100% sure what to say about this deck. It looks weird on paper. I think our more streamlined, updated version actually worked pretty well, as our record showed, but I think we also benefited somewhat from the matchups. Like, I don't know, we played Merfolk and Bat Spirits, which is 2 creature decks, and our deck does function best against creature decks. I feel like combo is probably our worst matchup, maybe followed by control, but we did take down the Living End deck, which was like turn 2 Grizzlebrand and Emrakling us. Actually, we won a game where we got turn 2 Emrakuld, and we were able to win that game. So we were able to overcome some really fast degenerate modern decks with our janky plan, and like Pyrohemia did some cool things. I don't know, our weird bad cards actually worked pretty well in a lot of situations. So, all around, I think, I don't know, I guess maybe Hit Yourself Boros actually is a somewhat realistic deck to play in Modern. I mean, I don't think it's busted or the best deck in the format, but it can certainly win, and it's unique and it's fun to play, so yeah, I don't know if I change anything from this version 2 build. It actually felt pretty solid all around, a little more streamlined than the original, so yeah, apparently you can win some games with Hit Yourself Boros in Modern. Who would have guessed? Anyway, that's been our bunch of brew for this week. Hit Yourself Boros for Modern. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, help us out by clicking that like button down below. And to keep up on all the latest and greatest, click that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit that bell icon to get alerts whenever we have new videos. And if you want to, check out some of our other sweet videos here and here.